Hello, Gary Champion, psychic medium. Um, I was talking to someone about healing the other day, and I got this message. Um, Enhanced self care. Okay, well, I don't know when that began. But periodically, there's a movement to solve our own problems in a physical and mental way. And I don't want to say that 12-step programs don't work, but I've never met anybody that came out of such a program knowing anything they didn't know going in. Perhaps it's about companionship and hanging in there together with the same issue, sharing that over and over and over again has something to do with curing yourself. But there's far more people who have been depressed and suicidal and all kinds of physical ailments that have researched a way or discovered a way to self care um, as much as we can. Not saying the doctors aren't effective, because they are. I'm just saying that periodically we enter a period where people want to do for themselves. So you have a lot of movements. As a kid, it was a hippie movement, and yoga, and meditation. Beatles were studying the Maharishi, whatever, in India, looking for answers. Looking for answers, not necessarily for other people, but for ourselves. And maybe wanting to share that with someone. You know, I'm into yoga. Are you into yoga? Yeah, let's go do yoga together. Do it, and it's sort of like a shared experience. Like when you share something with people and discuss it, it has a cumulative effect on everyone that's involved in it. And health-wise, we get worn down at a point. Things stop working. In some cases, some people are born that way, where they have physical ailments and mental ailments combined. And what you're looking for is something. I'll take a little. And most people, I'll take a little from this. I'll take a little from that. I'll take a little from this, and I'll put my own program together. I'll exercise a certain way. Maybe I jog. Maybe I do yoga. Maybe it's something you do in the house. You don't have to get outside. Maybe you walk your dog or chase your dog or whatever, and add to that a meditation and a yoga and because we're all healers in some way. You can self heal. If you feel bad, put your hands on your face. If people do that when they're having a bad day, when their hands go to their face. Oh my gosh. And I think it's a reaction to something bad happening in your system wanting to heal itself, because you can feel your hands click on pretty quickly when you've had a bad day and you put your hands to your face. All of a sudden, enhanced self healing occurs, and everybody's different. Some people like this, they like that, and there's 100 programs out there, each one claiming to be the best, and they're not. There's one that works for you is the best, and that's not necessarily the one that works for Joe Schmo. Joe Schmo may need a dash of this and that and that, and you may need this, 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 and this. And we've sort of entered that period. We've been in it for a while where people are learning to heal others and then learning to self-heal themselves. My hands are clicking on as I did that, mine clicked on. So we're learning how to fend for ourselves in the area of dysfunctionality. Something's gone wrong in your body. Shoulder hurts, back hurts, knee hurts, neck hurts. Self-heal. Get your hands to heat up and press them to the place that hurts. Pain goes away. We're sort of designed for it. And I'm not sure why, but at one time there weren't any doctors. There were guys with leeches or bloodletting. Oh, he's out of balance. We need to let some blood out. And pretty soon the guy was dead. They bled him to death. They put leeches on him and then cut him and allowed so much blood to leave, thinking it would get rid of the bad spirits, and they just died. Well, that's bad medicine. Most doctors were barbers. They pulled teeth and sewed things together, and homemade poultices and incantations of people, all in the attempt to make ourselves feel better, physically or mentally. And it comes and goes. 60s were a big time for this starting up. Everybody was talking about meditation. And a lot of people were actually doing it. Tai Chi was very big. You see groups of Chinese doing Tai Chi early in the morning. Very popular. Tai Chi is sort of a meditation. You're doing physical movements, but really it's a meditation. Getting in touch with ourselves and who we are mentally and physically together, and then trying to assess a cure. One thing about the mind is doctors can't see into it. They put little probes on it, and really they can't see what the brain does. I don't think anybody's ever going to figure that out. It's too complex. The bottom of the ocean is probably easier to figure out than, by far, than a brain. Yes, I didn't say a human brain, but any brain. So complex. People are trying to map the brain. So we're just trying to discover what makes us feel better. Longevity. It does no good to live to be 100 if 30 years of that you're in agonizing pain. What we want is to live long and feel good. That's the best. That's the best we can get. I want to live to be 90 and be of good mind, and my body still work where I can go places and do things. And so it's called enhanced self-healing, self-fixing, self-care. And some people have figured out what works for them without any help at all. They go through one program, they go through another, they go through another, and eventually they find a form of healing that works for them. They go through an exercise thing until they finally find something that gives them the mobility they're looking for in their body without pain. So we're entering one of those frontiers again. And nobody has the exact answers. It's all a crapshoot. And those that shoot crap well come out pretty good. But I think it's interesting that we're introspectively looking inward and not outward so much. Of course, yeah, there are all those people that are all they're interested in money and a house and a big car and all that. But there's a larger and getting larger group of people that are trying to look inside. What am I about? What do I need to live a long and healthy life? What works for me? That's a good place to meet friends. Good place to find a date, share supper, discuss old stories. And the future, someone said. The future at some point we'll be doing a lot more self-healing, a lot more self-care. Because, you know, doctors are not perfect. They don't know. Sometimes there just is no cure. They can't seem to see it. They can't seem to figure it out. And I know I've spoken to a lot of people, and I seem to put my finger on it. And if I can do it for them, I can do it for me. What's going on? Why can't the doctors figure out what it is? Because it's subtle. It's not some big aha thing. It's a subtle thing. It doesn't show up anywhere. Those are difficult. And they can run a lot of tests. Eventually they'll hit what it is. It's something they don't see much of, and no one's working on a cure for it. There's a lot of that out there. 50 people in the country have something, and it's rare. Anyway, I thought I'd do this video about enhanced self-care because that's something that I'm doing, and a lot of people that I'm meeting are talking about it, that they're, instead of waiting for someone to help them, they're investigating different modes of self-care. Healing hands, meditation, Tai Chi, yoga, eating well, exercising regularly, mentally staying alert. And these people will live longer and have happier lives. And they mostly did it themselves. We are self-diagnosing to a certain degree. Mr. UPS man making a lot of noise, so it's probably time to end this video. No fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching.